better. Today, I wanted to show you what caused this injury. It's not, I didn't just sleep wrong. I wanted to show y'all what I did. This is the hay bales for my duck pen. And of course, they've got the string in here. Very tight. These are very tight. Extremely heavy. This is the bar that I put into the ropes here. Okay? Now, picture this was up here. And the one I'm trying to get out has been wedged in so much. And so I'm taking this and I'm pulling. Well, let's see, can you see it? I've only got so much upper body strength to do this. So I got real close and then I pulled my body. And then I pulled and I pulled. And you see these muscles right here? I pulled until I got that thing out. And once I got it moving, I knew I was doing damage as soon as it wiggled. But I was determined I was going to get that thing out of there. That was dumb. But once I got it unwedged, then I only had to pull it 3 or 4 times, which wouldn't have hurt me if that's all I'd done, and put it into the wagon, and then I took it to the duck pen. And now I'm going to go muck out the duck pen. Do y'all want to watch? But what you're going to see me do, that one side is where I dump their water, and it gets all wet and mucky first. So I clean that out first and put it around the duck yard. Then I rake from the other side and kind of refresh that side with, it's not brand new straw, but it's not as used because of the system. So then I move all that over. So then it starts breaking down. So that side is always broke down more where the water is. So that's the part I muck out. The other part, I just keep adding the fresh hay to. And then what I'm doing is, it's built like it's almost like a pad. And it'll turn to dirt eventually. So it's a deep bedding is what I'm trying to do for my ducks, and build them a little environment where bugs will grow, so when they're in there they get bugs, and they do. Roly-polies, I've noticed a lot of those. Flies, and yeah, that's how I'll take care of the ducks. So let's get this done so I can go do my stretches and get all the kinks out from doing all the work. I'll say it again. I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sending me sweet love packages in the mail. You know what Father does? He has you do that so that on the very day that I think nobody loves me, what am I doing? And I get this beautiful package full of love. And he says, you do have a purpose, Betty. You do have a purpose. I gotta stop. That's a lot of editing. But I love y'all so much. It might be late. And if it is, I apologize. But I'm going to give it my best shot so you got your Wednesday video at least. I love y'all. So it has been days of trying to keep my head in a good position, sleep properly. Last night I slept the best I've slept in weeks. And it's just a combination of things that I have to do. So I'm not going to ramble on, but what I have done in the healing, I can't just sit down and don't do anything and don't move because it will lock up. So I did some little projects. So I have to do some of the same things that caused the muscles to overextend and do all the things that they did. And I want to show you what the desert looks like after a good rain, because we have had storms. Storms. Yes, storms. And I have been under the most heavy spiritual attack. It is coming from all kinds of directions. And it's to keep me from doing. Keep me from doing what Father has called me to do. All the things that I do require me to look down. So I have to get this better. And yes, most of it was my fault. And I have discovered that I can do yoga in my greenhouse. I've left it so I could. And I did some work in the greenhouse that you'll get to see. Let's see, what did I do? I made the hearth bigger. It took me days. I started it before this really started and had mapped it out and decided what I was going to do. And each day I did a little bit. And I just took pictures of it. So you get to see what it looked like before and then what it looks like now. There is still much work. I also have planted seeds, and I'm waiting for them to get big enough to show up on camera. They might be that way this morning. We'll go see. Meantime, what else is in there? One of the projects is new leather boots from my old leather boots, which are not the same boots. They're boots that I bought in 2013. And I've had them, and I forgot that I blew them out. I totally blew out the sole. It's like done on half. The good news is, apparently, my feet used to be bigger because these boots are huge. So I cut that sole off. I'm left with a leather boot upper that is lined. And I'm going to replace it with a leather sole that I build myself. Yay! As soon as I can look down long enough to hammer all them holes into it. So I have to do that little bits at a time too. And that's my problem. When I start a project, I want to get it done. So I'm training myself. Just do a little, and a little. One of the other little things that I have done while y'all weren't watching is right next to my driveway that y'all watched me clear out and get orderly. That's where I'm going to have Mona's house. I bought Mona a house because I don't know how to build, and she needs it now. And she needs a good one. Now, what I haven't, after I've gone through all of the weather and the wind, I realize I'm going to have a way of staking it down. It only weighs 43 pounds. You should have seen me. I did manage to get it out of the post office and into my truck in a 35-mile-an-hour gust of wind that was pushing the door while I was trying to lift it in and nearly knocked me down. I'm not kidding. It pushed me so hard, I moved forward into the box. I literally lost my balance. But it's back there, and I don't know that it'll get built on this video, but it's coming. Meantime, I have cleared the area of all the rock. And those rocks came from where my little tiny shed sits right now. Those are the rocks that Bob, when he was leveling this out, those are the rocks. And I have moved them from the big random pile I had them in, and I have made a bed of rock well, around the area, I used to call it the snake pit. I wouldn't even walk over there. I was like, I know there's snakes in there. I got over it. You get brave when you face your dangers every day and you realize that you're protected. You're okay. So I'm looking forward to having Mona. She's here now, right at my back door or my front door. It's according which way you coming from. But she likes it there. She stands on guard. She sits on guard. She is an amazing dog. And here's the good news. She is food motivated. I can train this dog. You cannot train a dog who doesn't care whether you give them a treat or not. It won't work. That's how you train a dog, is with treats. So I've had 2 dogs now that, Buddy, he won't even take a piece of steak out of my fingers. He'll sniff of it, smell it. He will not take it. If you drop it on the ground, he'll pick it up and eat it. But treats, them little milk bone things, he buries them. You know, it's zombie apocalypse food. But Mona takes it right out of your hand. And sometimes I've had to teach her, easy. Those are my fingers. I'd like them back. Okay, y'all. I think I've rambled on enough to fill in all the gaps and show y'all the things. And I need to change positions. That's another trick I have learned. I can stand this way and do this for a certain amount of time, and then it starts. And so I need to move on. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is gonna, I don't know if you're gonna get this video on Wednesday or not. Things keep happening. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I wanted to show you the doghouse being built, and I want to show you the water tank. So I'm doing both, and other things that I've been doing in the desert. So hopefully I can fit all this in and not kill myself with a neck injury from doing that. But building my doghouse, that's what I call it, putting in screws. I'm not even using a screwdriver. I went straight for the drill. Let's go finish this thing. I love y'all.
I was baptized in the fountain of youth. I was scrutinized for telling the truth. There's a scandal going on around here, are reflections. Looking back in the mirror, did I mention I was losing the tooth? I got to move on. Got mountains to move, I got mountains. 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 Mountains to move, a transformation. We'll get a new look, I'm salivating. Get me off the hook, I need a martini. Without the vermouth, I gotta move on. Mountains to move, I got mountains. 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 Mountains to move, yeah. Hey. I got my business, I keep to myself. I spent a fortune. My mental health, I'm down. Down in a rut, I'm down. I lost my groove, I got to move on. Got mountains to move, I got mountains. 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 Mountains to move, hey. Hey. That I'm down. Down in the rut, I'm down. I lost my groove, I got to move on. Got mountains to move, I got mountains. 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 Mountains to move, yeah. Yeah. I got mountains to move, I got mountains. Mountains to move, I got mountains. Mountains to move, I got mountains. Mountains to move, yeah.